Let's fix one of the absolutely most frustrating things about artificial intelligence instantly in this explainer. I'm talking about those really annoying careless mistakes. So what is 23 times 47? If you ask a language model that, man, it often just blurts out a guess right on the spot. And honestly, that guess is frequently wrong. What's happening here is the model is just jumping straight to an answer without doing any of the actual work first. And you know, this perfectly illustrates the core problem we're dealing with. Even the smartest AI systems out there make careless errors when they try to solve multi-step problems in a single leap. I mean, they have all the knowledge they need locked away inside, but they just skip the reasoning phase. And that's the exact phase that would catch their own mistakes along the way. But here is the crazy part. The fix for this is almost embarrassingly simple. Literally, all you have to do is add 5 little words to your prompt. Think through this step by step. That is it. You're not changing the model, we're not retraining anything, and you're definitely not feeding it new data. You are just asking it to show its work before committing to an answer. Watch what happens now when you ask, what is 23 times 47? Think through this step by step. Instead of just wildly guessing, the model actually reasons out loud. It'll say, okay, 23 times 40 equals 920. Then 23 times 7 equals 161. Finally, 920 plus 161 equals 1081. So the really crucial takeaway here is that each step naturally checks the one right before it. That makes the final answer so much more likely to be correct.
Think of it exactly like a student taking a math test, right? A student who writes down only a final number has absolutely no way to catch a mental slip. But a student who shows every single line of work, well, they naturally catch that mistake 3 lines in, way before it ever reaches the final answer.
Now you might be wondering, is this just a minor tweak or a placebo effect? Actually, no. In 2022, researchers at Google Brain, specifically Jason Wei, Shuzi Wang, and their colleagues, published a study proving just how incredibly powerful this is. They tested what happens when you add this step-by-step reasoning to prompts for a whole set of math problems.
And the results? Well, without those 5 words, the baseline performance was shockingly low. The model got roughly 18% of the math problems correct. 18%. I mean, that is a pretty dismal baseline for a highly advanced system trying to do math.
But wow, look at this jump. By simply asking the AI to think step by step, the accuracy skyrocketed to 57% using the exact same model. No retraining at all, just better instructions. Adding those 5 words literally more than tripled the accuracy rate.
So this technique actually has a formal name in the AI industry. It's called chain of thought prompting. And really, that's just a fancy way of saying, ask the model to show its step-by-step reasoning before answering. Because of mind-blowing results like the ones we just saw, chain of thought prompting is now considered absolutely essential for multi-step reasoning, complex calculations, and logical deduction.
Now, just a quick caveat before we wrap up this explainer. While this technique is an absolute game changer for logic and math, it is complete overkill for simple lookups or, say, free-form creative writing. You definitely don't need a chain of thought to ask for the capital of France, or to generate a quick little email template.
So we're going to leave you with this final thought. 5 simple words can literally triple your accuracy. So before you trust an AI's answer to anything complicated, you have to ask yourself, will you ask your AI to think before it speaks? Seriously, test it out on your next complex prompt and see the massive difference for yourself.